So if you're watching this, then you most likely have a bank account. But do you know the type of bank account you have, or if it works for your personal finance goals? In this video, we'll be talking about the common types of bank accounts in Nigeria. The first type of bank account is the savings account. You definitely have this one because it's Nigeria's most common bank account. The purpose of this bank account was to help individuals save money, but today we use it for our general transactions, normal withdrawals and deposits. They typically have a low interest rate of about 1.2% per year, but it was recently increased to 4.2%. I'm sure some of us are wondering why we don't normally see this interest. It's because you don't leave the money in the account saved long enough to even have this interest. One credit alert, 7,000 debits. So let's take a look at some of the features of a savings account. Some banks require a minimum amount to open and maintain a savings account, such as 2K. Although a lot of banks don't require it anymore, some banks require a minimum amount to open and maintain an account. It also has a cap on the maximum amount that your account can hold per time. It ranges from about 2 million to 5 million and can be expanded if you ask your bank. It also has a limit on the amount of money that you can send per time. Some banks say 500k, some banks say 1 million, and it can be expanded if you ask your bank as well. I'm sure this one we're very familiar with. A lot of them come with charges like card maintenance, transfer fees, ATM fees, and a whole lot more. One important thing about the savings account is that it ensures liquidity, meaning that it ensures that you have cash when you need it, meaning that the money in the account can easily be converted to cash when you need it. The next account we'll be looking at is the current account. This account was specifically made for business owners, but is not limited to them, as many individuals nowadays have current accounts. Unlike the savings account, a current account does not really have a limit on the amount you can send or receive per time, but because we're in Nigeria, everything has a limit, although the limit is way higher than that of a savings account. So, some more characteristics of a current account. A current account typically does not receive interest on the money in it because this money is supposed to be used for business transactions. Opening a current account is a tad bit more complicated than opening a savings account. Added to online banking and the use of debit cards, you can also make transactions using a checkbook. Overdraft services are usually available for current accounts, meaning that you can withdraw more money than you actually have in the account. And generally, a current account is more expensive to maintain than a savings account. So if you learned something new today, like and follow for part 2.